Hey everybody, welcome to
Sockeytome.
Hey everybody, it's Detto. We're back, season 3, episode 1, and this one is about how I have the ability to connect anybody to anybody. It's a gift I was given as a young child, and today we'll exhibit it. So stay tuned and listen. And, hope you like it. And give us feedback at www.sockeytome.com or email us at sockeytome@yahoo.com. All right, guys, enjoy the show.
Sockeytome.
Hey everybody, it's Detto. We're back. Season 3 is upon us, and here we are. I'm here with my girl Kasey,
Hello, everyone.
and we are here to talk about all kinds of stuff this season, this year. Blow it up. Right now, we're going to talk about what? The lost and found.
Oh, I said, I don't know, 2025? Not sure.
Well, 2025, yeah, which is why we're talking about this. Actually, this is a personal story between you and I, technically.
Okay.
That's what it's all about. You know it is. You don't have to say, okay. We were friends in what, 2000?
Around there,
2002, something like that.
Yeah. I think it was 2002-ish when we met.
And we lost touch.
Yeah, off and on, but yes, we did for a little while.
I'd bump into you. I'd say, hey, how are you? And then run away.
Run away?
Yeah, well, I was a little scared.
Okay.
I was a little scared. I was intimidated by you.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, 25 years later, 25 years later,
Okay.
here we are, sitting here with a podcast.
Right.
Let's get into that story. Because that's what we are really about. That's what this entire podcast is about.
Mm-hmm.
It's my ability to connect people. I don't know how it happens. And that's not talking like I'm awesome. That's just, I have a strange ability. I don't know where it comes from, how it works, but I have this strange ability to just be able to connect people to people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're going to do here. For whatever reason. Our whole thing about this podcast is about whatever.
Right.
It's like Seinfeld. It's a show about nothing.
Pretty much, yeah. There's no real
topic.
Necessarily. It is, but not really.
It's more
anything.
But it's a show that's real and nothing's off limits.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about anything. But right now, what our real niche, I guess, is the fact that I do that somehow, some way. And our story can kind of start to explain it. We have this podcast.
Right.
Because of that said ability.
You're taking the credit for that. Oh, I see.
No,
I see
no,
how
no.
this goes.
Well, yes, I am.
Right.
Because let's face it, I'm a prophet.
Oh, here we go with the prophet thing.
I'm a prophet. What do you want from me?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So we met way back when.
Right.
You worked at a restaurant. I was just a silly fool running around. We met, we hung out, and we became friends.
Uh-huh.
Right? And then
We were friends. I mean, I don't know that there was periods that we weren't necessarily friends. I think we hung out more during certain times and not during others. And then once we got married, obviously, to others, I don't think we were friendly. We weren't friends at that point in time.
I think we were always friends.
Right. It's just not hanging out and talking. And
it's not like you called me and said, hey, what's up? You want to get a coffee?
Yeah.
Or buy me a coffee, which you guys can follow us if you'd like. Buy me a coffee. Follow us over over at Buzzsprout or at our website, sockeytome.com. Anyway, sorry to interrupt you there.
No, so like I said, I don't think we were not friends. We just weren't really chatting at the time because we had lives and kind of just grew apart in that way, I guess. But I never thought of you as not my friend.
Well, that's right. I never thought of you as not my friend either. And we didn't grow apart. We just took different paths.
Right.
To obviously get to the same place. Because
here
we are now talking about it. And it was crazy because I ended up building a house down the street from where you lived.
Yes.
Just randomly.
Right.
Through no fault of my own.
I did call you for help maybe the year prior for something for my house. I think that was part of it as well.
Yeah, but still, I got a call from a developer that wanted me to build a house.
Yes.
And it just happened to be right down the street.
Mm-hmm.
And the guys on my crew at the time, I was like, yeah, my friend lives down the street. If we really need a bathroom for anything, we could go there.
Which I was unaware that was...
We could go there.
Why? Oh, I'm going to be working down the street from you. Oh, you want to use my bathroom. I see.
I was actually more just saying, hey, I'm going to be working down the street from you.
Right.
You want to get a coffee?
Right.
Want to catch up?
Yes.
Is that all right?
Exactly.
So,
but
anyway,
funny.
That being said, turns in that you wanted work done too.
Yeah.
And man, did I arrange your house.
Yeah, you did a lot to my house, which is great. I
But
love my house.
we'll get into that in a little while. I swear to God, I have a hair on my nose right now. I don't know what it is. It's driving me nuts.
Wow.
Anyway, all right. So we ended up reconnecting
Mm-hmm.
through that. I mean, you met the guys that I worked with.
Yeah.
We hung out. We did, we'd come over because it was during the summer. It was nice.
Yep.
And through all of that, we rebonded.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
We brought it back up, and here we are now. And then we started this whole thing with the story about what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's really distracting me.
Okay.
I can't even keep a focus. Anyway, so yeah, that's how we went. And how many times in life does this happen to people?
I don't really know. I don't know how they put a number on it. I think certain people are just meant to be in other people's lives.
I think our listeners should, if they're listening to this, should email us, message us somehow, find us on social media.
Right.
That the host Detto Sockeytome
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram.
Right.
I forget what my handles are. You think I should know this by now?
Aren't they just Detto Sockeytome and the host Detto, I think. Mine is on Instagram, Kasey Sockeytome. That's all I've got.
On any platform, if you look up Sockeytome, you'll find me.
Pretty much.
DM me, do whatever you got to do. Write right on my wall. I don't know how it works. And then let us know if you have any stories where you went years and years without seeing somebody, and then bam, all of a sudden they're back in your life. And I'm going to take a quick break here because I'm going to lose it with this freaking hair. Be right back. All right, everybody, we're back. I apologize about that. There was one hair on my upper lip that was poking me in the nose, and I could not focus on anything but that. That was terrible.
Wow.
I had to go take care of that real quick. We're back now. Where the hell were we? We were talking about how we rekindled.
Yeah.
And how it happened. Because it all led to this podcast, which is the craziest part of the story.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Haven't seen you in 30 years.
That's dramatic. You're really aging us every time you do that.
No, we were 15 at the time. Now we're barely 40.
I'm like, no.
All right. So my math isn't that good.
30 years is not the right number. But no, I had not seen you in a while. And then...
You went off, had kids, got married, had kids, and stuff like that.
Yeah, everybody
did
got
the same.
married. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden we're like, oh, what do we do now?
But no, so then you did some work in my house.
Yeah.
And we just have been friends since then. And then things happen in life, I guess. And I had job stuff, and you had some other situations going on. And we ended up doing this.
Yeah, it was crazy, though, the way it ironed out. I mean, I really couldn't put... If I sat here, it would take a lot more than 23 minutes to tell a story of how it went. So I'm just trying to stay topical about everything, but
right.
It's nuts. Like, I never thought that I would be sitting here with you creating this.
Right.
It's amazing. And sometimes that's what life is all about, right?
Yeah.
It's about backdooring it. This has been a dream for me for a long time now to start a podcast.
Right.
And I was like, oh, yeah, well, I should, but everybody's like, oh, no, who wants a podcast? Nobody wants to do that. Oh, that's stupid. Oh. Like, well, I do.
Here I am. Okay, let's do it. You want to do this? It's going to make you happy. Let's go.
But that was one of the conversations we had while we're sitting there. You're like, you were in a situation where you're like, what am I going to do? It wasn't bad. And I don't want to make it sound like that.
Yeah, I mean, you make it seem like
it was
was a miracle solution for all my problems.
No,
but it was something.
I'm trying to explain how this arose.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say that you were in some sort of bind where you needed this. But you were in a position where you're like, oh, my career is kind of changing. It's morphing into something different. Mm-hmm. I was like, what am I going to do? I was like, well, my whole life is doing the same thing. So what the hell am I going to do?
Right.
And we're sitting there one day and I'm just like, let's start a podcast. And you laughed at me.
I did. I didn't think you were serious at first, but you were, and you kept talking about it. And I said, okay, well, want to do it? Let's do it.
And neither one of us knew what the hell we were doing.
Not a clue.
And now all we're doing is revisiting how we started a podcast, our first episode, except that we have microphones now.
Well, we had microphones then.
Well, we had.
They just weren't being used.
We didn't know how to
They're
use
the same
them.
microphones.
So this is the difference 1 year makes, right?
It's true.
It's kind of crazy.
It's very funny. We had the microphones. There's nothing new. Just didn't know how to plug them in and actually use them, apparently.
Dude,
But we've learned a lot.
we've learned a lot. We have set up a store. We've set up websites,
and
several of them.
yeah.
we have 72 published episodes of Sockeytome,
which is insane.
which is insane. And as far as it's concerned, as of right now, we're number 233 in the United States, which after 1 year is kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
I mean, maybe there's only 234 podcasts. I don't know.
I was just gonna say how out of how many podcasts, but either
whoever
way,
the 234th one was,
I mean, we're ranked. So
we're ranked. Yeah, and then that whole other thing, it said that globally we're noticed as a what does it say? I want to word it properly.
I don't remember.
A popular podcast. I think it said.
Really?
We were globally a popular podcast.
Really? I mean, we have had some countries that's clearly not us or really anybody that we know that's listening.
No, it's not.
So there's definitely some countries that happen to be.
So we got to keep fighting for it.
So yeah, I mean, I think we're global now. I don't know how, but somehow some people in other countries are hearing us.
Must have done something wrong.
Or right.
Well, that's what I mean. Whatever we thought we were doing right didn't work.
Classified among the top podcasts globally based on the listen score. I don't know.
Yeah. Look, that sounds like it's a positive thing for me. So I'm going to run with it.
It's positive. So
probably means here's a thanks for participating trophy.
Yeah. Everybody gets a trophy.
Good job, buddy. Get out of here. So now we're going to take this. Now that we've rekindled and we started this podcast and we are here, and this is the start of season 3, where we are going to try and connect everyone. Like, let's face it, nobody's different than us. We aren't different from anyone. No. Nobody's different from us. We all have problems. Maybe not the same problems, but we all have them.
Exactly.
And this is where I'm just going to air it out.
Life happens to everyone.
Life happens to everybody. And sometimes life's just fucking shitty.
Mm-hmm.
It's just shitty. It's like it took its pants down and crapped right on you.
Oh my God.
Hot steamer right in the head.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, think about that one for a minute. But, it's weird because that whole thing, it could always be worse, is so true.
Yeah.
It is. It's like it could be worse. And as bad as you always think it is, that's the scariest part. It could be worse.
It could be worse.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so here we are. And this is what we're going to do for, I don't know, most of the time. I mean, there's going to be things that come up. We started the video.
Right.
That's going to come up on Friday. Every Friday on YouTube, there'll be a clip from what we are going to have for the next episode.
Yeah, as like a preview.
It'll be about a 5 or 10 minute clip up on YouTube. So check them out. All of our episodes will be up on YouTube. They're up on every other major platform. You can go to sockeytome.com, check them out. It's going to be a good time. And we're working on building sockeytome.com into something more interactive. I want to have like trivia and videos and question and answers.
I know. Play games.
And I want to start to read the questions on the air when we do it. So
okay.
I want to start a segment where it's like Q&A with Sockeytome or Sock It To Me. That's dumb because I'm sure somebody else has already done that.
Yeah, the socket thing, yeah.
But tell them why you're mad. Or a segment where I just go off on something that I'm aggravated with.
And then have people ask questions?
Yeah, and we're going to stay with the conspiracy theories when anything goes down. Like that thing with the CEO. That shit still ain't right.
Yeah, I haven't heard much on that one yet. But yeah, conspiracies they're always going to be there.
They're going to be there.
Come up here and there.
But for the most part, we want to be able to help people. Connect people to people. Connect people to help or whatever problems. Or just make you feel like you're not the only one that's going through this.
They make you laugh all together.
Well,
right?
I hope we make them laugh.
Hopefully.
I think I'm stupid enough to make them laugh. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, you're probably the last person who should be giving out advice or anything.
That's messed up, man. Why would you say something like that? You're always trying to tear me down. Is it because I'm so much better than you? Is it because I'm a prophet? Is that why?
I don't think I know anybody else that's ever referred to themselves as a prophet.
You watch, by 25 weeks, by the end of season 3, you're going to be like, oh my God, he's a prophet.
And
I'll be
didn't
wearing
we look it up and it says like prophet is somebody predicts the future?
By the end of the 25th episode, I will have socks and sandals on.
Oh boy.
With a white robe.
I was going to say
around.
socks and sandals are apparently the in thing for the teenagers, but the white robe might make it a little odd.
Yeah. And of course, we still got Keebs. We got Keebler. We got T-bot.
Yeah.
They're going to add to all of this. And what I really want to start doing is spinoffs. I want to start doing some spinoffs because I'm sure there's people that want to hear different things from you, different things from T-bot, different things from Keebler. And I want you guys to go.
Right.
And just take your own and go. We'll work that in somehow, some way. Like there might be a special episode depending on how many minutes we have left from our recording company.
Paid. What have we paid for?
Yeah.
Can add in some minutes.
Add in a lot of minutes.
Yeah.
The other thing I really want to do is go live.
Live.
I want to go live, and I want people to come out and see us. So I think that would be awesome.
Can you just think about if we had gone live tonight?
Can you imagine me live?
You literally just had to stop to go pick a nose hair.
Yeah. That's me in a nutshell.
If you were live, what would you have been doing?
I would have left and went and found the nose hair. Who has a nose hair?
I mean, you've been here for I don't know how long. It didn't appear until the second we sat down.
That's what happens. I'm serious when I say, you sit in the driver's seat and all of a sudden your phone blows up. You know you're not supposed to be on the phone when you're driving, but it doesn't ring while you're sitting on the couch watching football. You got to go to the store to get more ice, and all of a sudden, 95 phone calls. Are you serious? Or every time I sit down here to record. Mm-hmm. I need 5 minutes to myself, people.
Well, nobody knows what you're doing at that time.
They must, because they don't call when I'm not doing anything.
I don't think so. I think it's really just
They don't call me when I can answer.
Unless everybody has you on some sort of radar that says, oh, he's sitting down doing something he doesn't want to be bothered.
Makes you think, doesn't
Better
it?
call him.
Makes you think.
Wow.
All right, Case. We're not anywhere near the end yet. We still got to fill this time. I wonder how many other people have had something like this happen to them in their lives where 20 years go by and then I've had it happen several times, to be honest.
Really?
You're not the only one. You just happen to be the one of point because we did this. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I have a friend, M, that I knew in high school. We have the same birthday. We have all stuff. And when I graduated, she was younger than me. When I graduated, I left. I went to college,
mm-hmm.
and I lost touch with her. All of a sudden, one day, I ran into her, and I'm like, no way. And we hit it off. Now she doesn't talk to me again. Now I got to wait another 20 years to see her. Whatever. Yeah. That's how it goes.
You never know.
But how many stories are like this out there?
Probably a lot, I would think.
Do you have another one?
I can't think of anybody right now, but it's possible. I can't think of anybody that I didn't really talk to. And
are you not that friendly?
I think I'm pretty friendly.
Are you one of the angry people that don't want to know people? You just want to sit in your house and be like, humbug.
No, not at all.
How about
now?
Do
you think so?
Nah.
Oh, stop it.
I can't say I do, and I can't say I don't. That's the problem.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you look like a homebody that just wants to not know anyone.
Wow.
I'm not talking to that guy.
I have plenty of friends, but thank you.
Well, then how do you not have that happen?
Just because I have friends doesn't mean that people come in and out after 20 years. It's kind of random. I don't know. I've never really thought about it. I didn't really think about it even with you until we sat and talked about it.
I'm really trying to think about the last one besides you. That it was where I was like, I haven't seen this guy in forever. Oh, I got it. His name begins with a W.
A W. A W.
W. And he lives in Georgia. What's up, buddy? He came over to your house. I hadn't seen him in a long time either. We'll say, we'll give him a shout out later.
Sorry, I'm not sure who we're talking about. No, we'll give him a shout out.
Okay. That's the other thing we have to start doing is giving shout outs.
Right.
It was my buddy Wally.
Oh, yes.
I hadn't seen him in a long time. I sat down. I went to a bar to get something to eat and a drink, and he's sitting there at the end of the bar. I'm like, I looked right at him. I was like, the fuck are you doing here? I hadn't seen him. He was my childhood friend. Uh-huh. He moved to Georgia. I hadn't seen him in a long time. He just happened to be sitting there. I'm like, holy shit. And then it's like nothing, no time passed.
That's true. Great. That's the nice thing.
It was.
Certain people have that.
Yeah. And now he just had a baby. Congratulations. Mm-hmm. And I hope everything's going well for you down there. When you get back home, call me. Seriously. But that was the last one that happened.
All right.
But so I'm saying, like, how it hasn't happened to you more than just me?
I can't think of anybody.
Or am I, in fact, the prophet?
I don't think that makes you a prophet.
I just want to throw that in there.
Oh, boy. You and the prophet.
Yeah. But anyway, anybody listening out there, let us know about your stories. Write to us. Tell us. Drop a line. Sockeytome@yahoo.com. Write us an email, and we'll look at it. And anytime we get one, we'll read it on the air, and we'll talk about it for a minute.
Yeah. Give shout outs on the air and chat about if you have questions or whatnot.
Yep. And by the way, give us some feedback. Tell us what we're doing well and tell us what we're doing terrible, which is, I expect one list to be longer than the other. And
Right,
I'm not
like
going to
you
say
let
which one I
him
think it is.
talk for way too long. Like Detto's got to stop. Maybe. Just kidding. Relax. Oh, he might come across and kill me right now. What is going on?
I'm trying not to talk. Try not to talk.
Like, whoa.
I wanted to keep quiet.
Getting a
You see?
really bad stare right now.
At least we now know that you can't carry the show.
Oh.
Yeah.
I never tried to carry the show.
Well, you're going to have to.
Why?
Because at some point you're going to be the host. I'm going to have to retire.
You're going to have to retire.
I got to turn these talents into something bigger and better. I just want you to know that. And I'm going to have to go on and I'm going to leave this with you.
Oh.
And you're going to have to be able to pull all this weight. I'm actually just sitting here grooming you now.
Oh, boy.
For what needs to be done.
Wow.
Do you get it?
I hear you. I don't think so.
This is what happened when we rekindled.
Yeah.
when we ran into each other.
Yeah.
You should have expected this from the beginning.
Should have. Apparently, I had no clue.
When I said run, you should have run.
Was not prepared for what was going to come.
Anyway, everybody. All right. What are your final thoughts on this?
I don't know. I'm excited for the next season. See what comes next year. Bring good things. That's it. I think it'll be exciting.
I feel like I am too. I'm excited for the video. I'm excited for people to actually watch us. Because
I'm not as excited for that, although I know people like that. But, you know.
I know you two girls are not excited for it.
It's fun. To be fair, I think Keebler was a little more concerned than the girls have been.
I can't believe you just called them out.
Oh, I'll call him out.
On
He
national
said it.
radio.
National radio.
You just called him out on national radio.
He's
That's
not
messed
going
up.
to deny it.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's got too much time making cookies. He spelled too many.
But he was pretty concerned about the video. I don't think he's excited.
Well, we're going to be, and like I said, it's like, it took us time to get used to hearing ourselves.
Which is true.
Now we got to get used to seeing ourselves.
Yep.
So that's what we're going to do. Anyway, Friday it'll be up. Check it out. It'll be a quick little snippet of what we'll be sitting right here in the office, right here in the studio, like we are right now. We're going to video this in a few minutes and just tell you what the whole thing is about. And that's how the rest of this season is going to go. And if that works, we'll just keep building on that. It's a building block for us. We rekindled. We made this happen. And here we are, season 3. Let's go. Let's move forward.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Let's do it.
That's the end of this one. Thanks for listening as always. And as always, be good. Hey, everybody. It's Detto. I want to give a shout out to my buddy Larry over at Legendary Graphics. He designed our logo for us. Came out fantastic. He does wraps. He does all kinds of customized stuff for you. If you get a chance, go to legendary.com. That's legendary.com. Check it out for anything you need. All right, guys. Thanks. Be good.
Sockeytome.
Hey, everybody. It's Detto. Thanks for checking out the show today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe to us. We can hook up, interact. You can tell us what you like about the show. Talk about what you don't like about the show. Give us information and insight. We'd appreciate it. We only want to make the show better for you guys. Also, if you get a chance, head over to summitassembly.net. That's our sponsor, and he could really use some business. All right? As always, everybody, be good.
Sockeytome.